Oh hey, this is Ollie, and I'm making this video because I have a broken thumb,
Microphone muted.
and sorry about that, and I'm going to show you guys how to make Pokemon on Minecraft, the easy way. Alright, step one, get yourself a web browser, there you go, Google, and search, I don't know, there we go, that's what it is, Pokemon Elite 2000 Sprites, and then once you get there, you're going to click Diamond and Pearl Pokemon icons. These are all 8-bit icons, and you have 493 Pokemon to make. And yeah, all you have to do is pick one. I've made a lot of them, so I'll pick a random one. I'll do Ditto. I haven't done Ditto yet. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to want to copy the image and open something like Photoshop or whatever you use that zooms in really well. I suppose GIMP works and maybe even Paint. But the reason why Photoshop is just so amazing is because it zooms in and shows every single box for things that are perfect 8-bit, such as these Pokemon sprites. So we'll copy and paste that, and we want to zoom into 1600 or 1300, 3200, sorry, and yeah, you can see every single block. But actually, Diddle's pretty boring, so I'll do something more interesting, more color intensive maybe, I don't know. Slowpoke. Maybe. The thing about making Pokemon is you're going to want to make sure that their zoomed in version looks pretty decent because that's what everyone's going to see. So if I make this how it looks, this is what everyone's going to see. They're going to see Slowpoke looking exactly like this. Alright, so what I do is I have two monitors, so I drag it to this monitor so I can have a reference point. Then I'll open up Minecraft and I'll start making the shape. Basically what I want to do is I want to get all the colors, and I don't go into details on shades of gray and stuff because it tends not to matter since it's 8-bit, but I know that I need black for the outline, I see that I need white for the tail, and I also need light gray for the tail, and then I see that magenta is the primary color here, and pink wool is also a really important color, and then yellow for the mouth, and orange for the mouth as well. Now what I like to do is I like to start with the outline. So I'll start with the very bottom part of its mouth thing, and I'll just create the complete outline. I could do a rough outline first, and then I'll go into the details because there's certain shading aspects of this. But yeah, I'll do a rough outline first. And also what you want to do is you're going to want to count the blocks to make sure you're placing the right amount. So I know that this part is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'll place 5, obviously. And then have a reference point. I don't know, sometimes it's good to count, like while you're making it, I'll go 1, 2, 1, oh, 1, 2, and then that's 1. And I say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 1, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and there's one there. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and perfect. We have created the outline of Slowpoke. Now what we want to do is go into the greater outline details like the mouth and the nose and stuff. And you can try to use the different shades of gray and black and stuff, but I just like using black unless it really matters. Like if it's a part of the tail, it's clearly gray and stuff because it's just 8-bit. So anyway, so 4, 1, 2, and 1. And that is the mouth. Now, we look at the ear over here, and I see that there's an outline that starts the second block into this one, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a 1 right there, and I see that there's a 3 there, 3 there, and then there's 4 there. I know that connects to this, so it's a good reference point to know I'm not fucking up. And the ear is done. Now we can, oopsies, I'm a little clumsy right now, you know, broken fingers tend to do that. Finish up the tail, and we've got ourselves the outline of a slowpoke. Now what I like to do is just fill it in. And if you're wondering why I'm using this texture pack, it's because it's really easy to make things with because it's really blocky. You can tell exactly how many blocks you're placing. The name of this one is like Blockcraft or something like that. Anyway, just go about filling in your Pokemon. Make sure you're getting everything right. Or you can be lazy like I am sometimes and not care. But that doesn't usually get you the best results. Anyway, just make your Pokemon. Make sure you get certain details right, like the eye is important. And sometimes you'll run into Pokemon that you'll see you won't have all the colors for. And that's when you start improving colors. Like, let's say I'm making Torchic or some shit like that. I'm gonna need a lot of shades of orange and stuff, which is when you use like pumpkins and you use red for a darker orange, stuff like that. It's all about getting creative, really. But Slowbro is pretty easy, Slowpoke even. And its color scheme is basic. And it works. There's a lot of things that, something people don't realize is, I'm sure they realize, but they neglect the fact is, you're very limited on the colors you have on Minecraft. So you can't make amazing things, you know, you can make some pretty cool things, but as far as going overboard, no. You gotta compromise. This is all filled in purple, I think. Or magenta, whatever you want to call it. And then, boom. Let's fill all this shit up with your whatever. And there you go. You have a Slowpoke. And I'll change this to the default texture pack. It looks pretty good. Anyway, I hope this was of some help. And yes, go out and make Pokemon.